All in the rest. Watch out flip. Watch out whip. I'm in the whip.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280! Sunday!
56, Mike!
Hey, Haywood!
Wentz now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wentz. It's over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz now to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 30. Box it.
Hey, keep it up.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Rodgers now on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Rush in. Switch.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy. and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey, take 26.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle to Beckham. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Delta. Yo. 42's a mark. 42's a mark.
Now Wentz. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
258. Back on.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's coming. Double up.
26.
He's coming. Double up. Show me.
Hey, black.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 49-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, 88.
And they try the sweep to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the pass. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey,
Right.
watch the ship. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Over.
Here's Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on fourth down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on fourth down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They run, Devontae Freeman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
57 to Mike. Replay. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. All day.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, Doug Peterson turns it over to the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Rodgers. Caught left side. It's Beckham. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Packers first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Let's go!
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers going to throw deep for the end zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
Is a turnover on down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, 81. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the run.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
74.
$57 to Mike. Watch the run. Hey, check Mike, 57. Go. 57. Draw deep.
Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
42 to Mike, boys. 42 to Mike. Time to go, night.
Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Good job.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Nice 57's right. Watch the screen. Pass. 57. Mike, 57.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
Rodgers going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Get 300. Get 300.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This is brought in at the 21. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-man. Check girls. Check girls.
Freeman again. Pushing his way inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Throwing his Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
57. Mike, 57. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 31. Check 31.
Now it's Freeman. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Done. 280. 42. And watch that. And watch the ball. What's it done? 42. What's done?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. It's a big run that time by Bell. 46 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Room here to run. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Le'Veon Bell. His 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Packers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Check 26, check 26. Shoot. Going right. For the 50.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Stay at home. Stay at home. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Kill.
57 to Mike.
Hey, box truck.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Rodgers. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Hey, Echo. Mike 42. Mike 42.
From the 29, Wentz, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
57. Mike, 57.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
57 is the Mike. Watch 57.
Let's find 7. I smell fear in that offense.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. He's going to float this one. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Come on. You better bring it.
To throw is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Come on. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
50.
Switch. Out.
Team Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
50. 319. Wide left. Begin. Box it. Check the call. Okay, over here. Slam.
Now Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Squeeze, double up.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Hey, defense, let's go.
Now on 2nd and 16, Rodgers. And the pressure gets to him again. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
He's going to air one out. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Mike 42.
Two jet. Hey, exit.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, empty.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Green Bay, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. They get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.